Okay, we're going to look at Marin's butterfly. Good underwater dolphin kicks there. The one thing that I want you to focus on is your timing. And the other thing is the head position. I know I keep harping on this, but you can see here's my upper body and then my head kind of goes out flat. What I want to do is I want to keep that head in line with the body. When you dip the head that far forward, now I'm creating an up and down stroke and my legs are going to be down and now back up. The hips are good. The hip movement's good, but I want you to be more relaxed with the arms, okay? You're kind of bending the arms and bending the shoulders there and then bending the head straight down. And when you do that, you're putting a lot of pressure on the upper back, which we talked about. So I'd like you to just come around with the half circle kind of recovery and just grab the water. Other thing is work on the timing. The timing needs to be from the hips. You can see you're bending the knees just a little bit too much on the kick. And when you bend the knees a lot, what happens is I'm going to sink. My legs are going to be way underneath the water. You can kind of see it there. Okay. The other thing is on the breath, you just want to bring the head barely up and barely back down. You just want to have that head just with the chin just barely on top of the water and get that breath and sneak it and then get the head back down. The timing can be worked on just more a little bit with, if I have my arms up like this, I could do 2 kicks with my arms up, working on the hips, and then on the third kick, actually do a full stroke. And that will start helping you with the timing and feel a little bit more comfortable. You can see it's just a little bit of a hesitation there with the stroke. Overall, this was taken at the beginning of the week. If you looked at your stroke now, I would think that you would see great improvement. You can kind of see you're really high there. So keep up and focus on those details and keep up the good work. You've done a great job this week. It's been a pleasure to have you in camp. Okay, we're going to look at Marin's butterfly. Good with the good kick off the start, but we want to make sure that we're kicking more from the hip. And there you can see it's a lot of knee kick right now. And what happens with that knee kick is you can kind of see there, I now have to come really far out of the water. Remember what we talked about as we started working on butterfly, which was the head position. The head position makes all the difference because we want to keep the head in line with the body. And we want to keep that completely in line with the body so that when we go to breathe, all we have to do is kind of push the chin forward. And you can kind of see you're dipping the chin back into the neck. And so that's creating more of a situation where now my hips can't get up. So that's one thing to think about. The other thing to think about is the ski jumper, which we talked about, which is I'm leaning into the stroke. And that's more of what we're looking for right now. The other thing is we want to make sure that we're doing more of a half circle recovery, what we talked about, nice and easy with the shoulders. As you can see, you're kind of bringing up and over, and when you do that, you're going down, but here's the problem. Now, I got to come all the way back up, and to do that, I usually drop my chin, and you can see you're doing that there. But now I got to work really, really hard with those shoulders. And you get into a 200 fly, that's going to be a little bit more difficult because it's just going to be more taxing on the body. So use the hips to your advantage. Don't bend the knee so much. And you can see there's a lot of knee bend, a little bit too much separation with the legs. And just work a little bit more on that head position. I think you've already started to make great changes while you've been here this week. Just continue on that path and keep up the good work.